Oh yes, hello sports fans, hello YouTube, Flip Life 67 here. So the NBA Finals, my thoughts of NBA Finals obviously Game 5, which first off I would like to say I was surprised that Kevin Durant actually stepped on the court. That's the good news if you're a Golden State fan. Kevin Durant actually played yesterday. Worst, bad news was Kevin Durant went down after scoring 11 points, 3 for 3 from the three-point line, and he played well. He looked good. It's just when he went down, it was just crazy. He actually went down, and not only that, too, what was messed up was the fans in Toronto, for some odd reason, basically was cheering for Kevin Durant to get injured, which is, I don't know, it's just crazy to cheer for a player to get injured. Like they said, it's just crazy. But besides that, somehow Golden State still hang on and won Game 5, and somehow will force a Game 6. The funniest thing I found odd about the series is the fact that both teams won 2 games on the road, and it's weird to know that in this series, for example, if you really want to win the championship, for one, if you're Toronto, you got to win one more game on the road or try end it in Golden State in Game 6, or if not, you can go on Game 7 at home. But if you're the Golden State Warriors, if you want to win the series, you're gonna have to win one more in Golden State to force a Game 7, and somehow if you want to win the title, you're gonna have to go on the road in Game 7 in Toronto and win. And it's crazy to know that both teams have already won 2-2 on the road. It's like, I guess neither team can protect home court. It's just weird to know that. That's why I don't know, man. If this series was to go to a Game 7, I'm not even sure if I would favor Toronto at this point, if there was to go to a Game 7. Because for me personally, I honestly believe, I don't believe Golden State's a better team without Kevin Durant. But what I do believe is Golden State, I thought before this series started, in all honesty, I just thought that they would have enough to beat Toronto. So far, what I've been showing in this series, I was dead wrong, obviously. Toronto has played one hell of a series. It's not just Kawhi Leonard. Siakam, Ibaka. Especially Ibaka, man. Just imagine now, when he was in OKC, people remember him when he was in OKC. He was given max money over James Harden because of the way, figured block shots, rebounds. So they figured, hey, they thought maybe a Tim Duncan. I'm not sure if Ibaka really was compared to Tim Duncan, but I'm pretty sure Sam Preston at the time thought that maybe Ibaka would have been worth that. So they figured, paid Ibaka over James Harden. So you could see why they paid Ibaka. But at the same time, in this series, he's not starting, so he's playing backup. But so far, he has played well. Siakam has played well. Like I said, for me personally, I thought if Toronto really, really wanted to win the series, I thought Kyle Lowry had to play better. It's not just Kawhi Leonard, because we know Leonard can score. It's just that I thought Lowry would have to play a lot better than he has played so far. And not only that, Fred VanVleet has played an awesome series. So overall, Toronto has given one hell of a series to Golden State, and somehow Golden State did not get swept. I was kind of surprised on that one. I was like, wow, they lost 2 in Golden State, which was kind of shocking. I was actually surprised. I was amazed as hell. Like, what? They lost 2 games in Golden State? That's crazy. But besides that, man, it looks like it might be a good series. But without Kevin Durant, I don't know, man. We just see the tink of the armor of the Golden State Warriors. For example, the bench. I just don't understand it, man. There's guys that are supposed to be healthy, like Randy Livingston. He's healthy, isn't he? And some of these other guys like Jordan Bell. Maybe he played a little better yesterday, but I'm not there. And then obviously can't help it. Iguodala's hurt. Kevin Looney's hurt. Obviously, DeMarcus Cousins, even though he played well yesterday, you can tell he's banged up, or still banged up, and losing Kevin Durant. And like I said, man, that's why it's weird to think about it, man, because, Golden State healthy, like they said, on paper, probably should have won this series in 5 games if they were healthy, but we will never know because they're not healthy. In Toronto, the way it played so far, even if Golden State was healthy, I don't think this series would have gone down in 5 games. Maybe it would have gone 6-7 games. But we'll see if Golden State can somehow muster up what they had in this game without Kevin Durant, and see if they can pull it out in Game 6 back in Golden State, and we'll just see. And it's just crazy to know that, like I said, man, 2 teams winning 2 games on the road is just crazy. But Golden State, though, they need to win at home, though. If they want to force a Game 7, they got to win at home. And if you're a Toronto fan, of course you want them to end it in Golden State. Which they do end it in Golden State, that'll be just crazy because, they talk about dynasties, and sometimes it makes me wonder because, I was commenting and I see somebody talking about, oh, yeah, for the Almond fans. But to think about it, for people who are actually fan of basketball, or at least a little more knowledge about basketball, it's a tough debate, I guess, in general. So I guess I don't really want to go into that. But overall, so far the finals, man, I felt like it's raw because we would have loved to see Kevin Durant, a healthy Kevin Durant, and see how the series would have gone. But so far, it's what it is. It is what it is, I guess. I hate that term, but that's what it is. What it is. So, yep, Golden State down 1 game, needed Game 6 in the Oracle to force a Game 7 on Thursday, and we'll see. And somehow the finals, Game 7 is somehow on Father's Day. We'll see if there's a game on Father's Day, because if not, Toronto probably ends this series, and it'd be crazy. People were probably going to start singing "Oh Canada." I'm not sure if people really want to sing "Oh Canada." I was just joking there, but we'll see though. Like, comment, subscribe. Aloha, everybody.